So obviously we live in a world of acronyms everywhere, but the one that's really important to me and to you as well, in case you don't know it, is a DAC.
No, I've never heard of a DAC. What
Right.
is it?
So it's a dispensing appliance contractor. So this is who dispenses your stoma kit. So for anyone with bowel or urology appliances, it's a license to dispense that.
So like Medilink, for example.
Medilink, exactly, absolutely. So for example, when I was in hospital before I was discharged, there was talk of a number of different DACs, and at the time I was like, what's a DAC? But I'd heard of the name Medilink a couple of times because we've all done a little bit of research, and I'm really happy I made that choice. Now, I know you were saying that actually they've done some really great things for you as well.
Yeah, so I didn't necessarily get a choice when I had my stoma. My stoma nurse said, I work a lot with salts and Medilink, and this is who I'm going to be discharging you with their products. And I think at the time I just thought, okay, I trust you, I trust your judgment, I'll use the products that you suggest. But I think having choice is so important, and I think I've never had any problems with Medilink, and it works, touch wood, for me. But I think, having all of the information to be able to make an informed choice about who supplies your appliances is really important. So actually, I had a phone call the other day, and in my region, I don't know if it would be the same for you, but in my area, they're moving to something called a prescribing hub.
No, what is that?
So from my understanding, a prescribing hub essentially centralizes where all of the appliances are being supplied from. So rather than it being individual GP led, it's all sort of centralized with a nurse leading the prescribing. There's probably pros and cons to both approaches, but like I said, because I've had no issues with Medilink, I'd rather stick with what I know and stick with what works.
I think with Medilink, they're also humans as well. So where I've moved location a couple of times, I've had to move GPs, and there's been a few little issues with missing prescriptions when I've been in between GPs. And to be honest, I've picked up the phone and I've spoken to Jo in Brighton, and she's just helped me sort out the situation. Because of course I panic thinking, I'm not going to have any stoma bags, but it gets
It
is real.
horrible.
But they've sorted it, and they go above and beyond all the time. So much so that I spoke to my mum's next door neighbour who has got a urostomy, and the service levels that he was getting, I was really shocked to hear about. And so I told him my story with salts and Medilink, and he's actually now moved, and he's saying that he just knows when his products are coming. He keeps fully informed, and I guess at the end of the day, when we go to a GP or a prescribing hub, that prescription is our property, so it is our choice. Like you say, it's our choice.
And I think when we were chatting earlier and talking about, control, I think for all of us with a stoma, whether it's an ileostomy, a colostomy, a urostomy, we have a lot of control taken away from us, don't we? We are completely at the will of our stomas and at the will of the products that we use. So I think it always, at the end of the day, comes back to choice and to what's most important to us. And I think I choose to stay with Medilink because I know the service that I get is the best and makes me feel very safe and very comfortable. I know who to go to. I know that what I need will come within the time frame that they give me. It's important for everybody to feel that way, whether they choose Medilink or not.
100%. And I think one of the key reasons for me choosing Medilink, and not least because their service levels are great, is that quite often they know when I need an order before I know.
Absolutely.
They
I get
remind
an
me.
email prompt.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
even put it in my diary to do it, and that's probably quite lazy of me, but actually I know that they will text or email me to say, you're due, let us know what you need.
It makes me smile
I send
every
a
time.
2-second email, and that's it.
Yeah.
Problem solved. So I think we can both probably agree that the most important acronym for us is DAC.
Absolutely. And Medilink deliver our appliances as and when we need them. But to be honest, there's so much more than a delivery service.